Beloved community of faith, be it morning light, midday sun, or evening hush, when two or more hearts in worship abide, love walks in and won't divide. So here we stand, healing in grace. It is a sacred joy to share this time in this place. Don't you just love this morning's bulletin art? When you first look at it, it just feels cozy, warm, like home. It stirs something in us, doesn't it? It reminds us of those simple, sacred moments, a home-cooked meal, long, lingering conversations, love, support, family. But this isn't just a dinner scene. This painting actually depicts a tradition that begins every Friday at sundown and ends at the next sundown. It's Shabbat, or as we might say, Sabbath. Take a closer look and you'll see to the right side candles already glowing. There's a bouquet of flowers, bright and full of life, pointing to the joy and the celebration of the day. You'll notice the bread and the wine, all symbols, rich in meaning from the Torah, the gifts of God for our Jewish siblings. Now, growing up, I didn't really get Shabbat. I respected it, but I didn't understand why some of our Jewish friends got to stay home at the crack of dawn on Saturday morning when we were working out the kinks from Friday night lights. And if I'm honest, I was more than a little annoyed when a few of my teammates missed our one Saturday game against North Allegheny, nonetheless. But now that I've got 3 young adults running in 3 different directions, I wonder if maybe they are right. And maybe our modern, busy, go, go, go way of life gets it wrong. So I want to ask, what is our Sabbath practice? Is it just a day off from work? An opportunity to take a nap, do some chores, or catch up on your errands? Or is it something more? Some look all the way back to Genesis when God rested on the 7th day, not because God was tired, but because creation was done, finished, complete. It was good. So good, God paused, smelled the roses, and let it be. Let it become. Sabbath then becomes more than just rest. It's a declaration, a holy exhale, a moment when we say all is well, all is whole. Scholar Adele Reiners calls Sabbath the sanctification of time. The sanctification of time. Not just an empty space on the calendar. Holy time. A time set apart. A glimpse at what the world could be at what the world should be: healed and whole. Now, some honor Sabbath with strict observance. No work, no travel, no tech. We all remember the blue laws. For others, it's about gathering. It's about worship, about gratitude. So again, I ask, what is our Sabbath? There's a story in the Gospel of John. Jesus enters Jerusalem during a Jewish festival and goes to a pool that is known for healing. There's a man there. We don't know his name. We don't know how he got there. All we know is he has been unwell for 38 years. Jesus sees him and asks him a question: do you want to be made well? That's it. No lecture, no faith quiz, no spiritual gatekeeping. He sees, he asks, he heals. And that healing, it happened on the Sabbath. Because Sabbath isn't about rules. Sabbath is about restoration, wholeness, healing. And that man, he doesn't just walk, he leaves. He goes from being utterly dependent to being entirely independent. He takes his mat and he moves on. That is his God-given right. What if Sabbath isn't just about a day off? What if it's not about rest? Or what if it's about resting from being unseen? What if Sabbath is about recognizing another's pain, their humanity, their divine worth? Trisha Heresy, author of Rest is Resistance, says, we're not resting to be productive. We're resting because it is our divine right. Rest is not a bonus for the overworked. It's sacred. It's defiant. It's holy. And in a world that monetizes your energy and commodifies your time, Sabbath says stop. You don't have to earn this. You are already enough. Jesus didn't heal the man to prove a point. He healed because healing was needed. Because people matter more than traditions. Because the Sabbath is about making us whole. In Revelation, we're given a picture, a city, a river, and a tree whose leaves are for healing the nations. What if that's not just a dream for someday? What if that's a model for today? What if healing wasn't just what we do after the pain, but what we practice in everything we do? Because in Sabbath we remember liberation is not a luxury. Wellness isn't a privilege. Healing isn't a reward. They're all luxury, privilege, reward, healing. They're all God-given rights. And I don't know about you, but in the world that we're handing over to our kids, where they're not just hit with the headlines at 6 and 11, but they're bombarded 24/7 in a rhythm of stress, in a rhythm of fear, in a rhythm of not enough. Could it be the rhythm of Sabbath is exactly what they need? I know it's the healing that we need. Because Sabbath is when we stop measuring life by output and start measuring it by wholeness. In Sabbath, yes, it can be a day. And it can also be a moment, a breath, a decision, a way of being. It happens anytime you stop and you see someone who's been overlooked. Anytime we ask, do you want to be well? And then act in love. It's a rhythm that defies the chaos, or as we discerned last week, a rhythm that pulls us back to the center. Friends, what is Sabbath? Sabbath is a healing rite. It's a sacred rhythm. It's a holy resistance. It's the sacred work of putting things back together. And it's divine pause that says we are already whole. Amen?